You're live.
Well then.
Hello.
Hello everyone, if anyone is here.
Oh, hold on. My stupid ass HDMI cable is doing that thing again. I really need to get a better one.
Okay.
Fucking stupid. Really hate this shit. Pull OBS over here. Alright, who do we have in here so far? Max, and that's it. Morning, Max.
Hey Max. Good to see you.
Why with this, some technical difficulty? No, not really. Not we're going off without a hitch today, for the most part. The hitch is the technical difficulty is that my HDMI cable is a massive piece of shit, and I should have done my research a little better.
Is it like turning off every now and then and just cutting off your video and audio?
Yeah, it'll cut off my video and audio at random.
Yeah, I had that with my old PS3 HDMI cable, and my first game on PS3 was Demon's Souls, so you can imagine that was quite fucking stressful.
I can imagine. The odd thing is that it only happens when I put my computer into sleep mode.
Yep.
So it's probably some bullshit recalibration crap involving issues with HDCP and whatnot. Because thesis work. Howdy,
good
Max.
luck.
Hi, Boo.
Howdy. Hi, Boof. Good luck with the thesis work. I sympathize. I need to do my paper to pass the year as well.
Nah,
This
schools
one,
for chumps.
I'm this close to getting this fucking degree. I am not stopping now.
Schools for chumps. Alright.
Said the man with the English degree.
Let's just go right into it. No hesitation.
Yep. You are Daniel Dankowski, Bachelor of Medicine and Fighter of Death. You have one last chance to figure out the truth. As I said, this is from the Bachelor's perspective.
Okay.
Can you smell yesterday? I can.
You're a brave man, Doctor. I'm glad to see you have finally mustered up the courage to do it. Meaning it's probably time to say goodbye, right?
That's rather unkind of you. My courage never faltered in the first place.
Well, you are going to die now. Death is awaiting you downstairs by the exit. I wonder if you'll manage to give it proper answer this time.
I'm a doctor. I've been fighting death my whole life, and I usually succeed.
You're a great doctor. There is no denying that. A skilled fighter of death. The plague almost devoured this town, but you managed to protect the Stoneyard from the infection, creating an impenetrable citadel here. But take a peek outside, and you'll see that people are still dying. Why do you reckon that is?
My plans were disrupted by a freak accident. If only I could relive this bloody day.
You made a mistake. Fought the wrong enemy. What do I have to do to get through to you? You want to exterminate death, yet you drag it behind like a tethered bull. That's just not the right way.
Yes, I want to exterminate death, and I'll do just that, rest assured.
Farewell, Doctor. You are a good man, but your eyes were stitched shut. Go down. Death is getting restless. Evil Saturday, foul Saturday.
Any Saturday is followed by a Sunday.
Which is a pun that doesn't translate because Sunday in Russian is spelled the same way as resurrection. So.
Yeah, but Sunday is the holy day, and Sunday is also the day that Jesus resurrected.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's exactly the way it's called that way in Russian as well. So.
Okay.
The implication is there. It's just not direct.
Understand why the bull is there. Oh. Get out. Okay.
Yeah, so this was originally an alpha demo of the game for PAX East, I believe. But the DLC added some nifty stuff, like the door is actually having an opening animation or saving. So it was fixed up a bit, but the story and like the general structure are the same. Yeah, got the executor's suit.
Someone's looking kind of dead there.
Yep, for sure.
Man, why is this running so well and so smooth?
It's a much smaller chunk of the world, so maybe that's why.
Okay.
Done. I took them all away. Can't do no more.
Took whom away?
Everyone.
What about you? How are you feeling?
I'm dead tired, Doctor. I haven't had a decent sleep for 2 days now. Any more assignments? We're goners anyway. No chance to break out of here. We did all we could, but this seems to be it. Orderly number 12, going off duty.
Take a break, number 12. You're released from duty.
Just one more thing, Doc. Reckon there is still hope?
There were 13 districts in your town. Miraculously, I managed to save 2. Dozens of refugees sheltered here. There will be survivors. I like Max chiming in with, I'm surprised that Null hasn't been surprised by a... I'm surprised that Null isn't surprised by a living heart in the pocket.
You get used to it at some point. But yeah, right there.
A warm heart that went out to people. Literally.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba.
I don't get it.
No.
Alright, let's fight
I
off
suppose, like,
that
reaching
a
out,
little bit.
reaching out to people with your heart, I suppose, like...
There we go. I'll eat the heart. Touch.
There we go. In the stepler, the center of the mind and knowledge is the liver, while the center of feeling and emotion is the lower guts. They view the heart as a less crucial and rather mechanical organ that simply pumps life around, oddly arriving at a consensus with science-based medicine.
You know, technically that's not an entirely, like, wrong concept.
Yeah.
It does kind of make you think maybe we invest too much emotionally or whatever into the concept of the heart.
It's been a while because it's the part of your body that you feel under strong emotions the most.
Whoa!
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, this is closed.
What do I gotta do? Look through the bodies for the key to the door?
Nah, just go out. Yeah, they moved.
Where the...
He went off duty, as he said. Dora, if you go. Everything's done. I got a bit sorry about that. Shall we proceed with the treatment, Doctor?
I thought you were dead.
So did I. About you, I mean. Marat and I came to ask you what to do next. And there you are, lying in a coffin. Marat snapped. He doesn't trust you anymore.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Don't give me that look, Doctor, and don't blame yourself. I think I know why we ended up like this. Your attention must have slipped today. You didn't put all the pieces together, failed to assemble the puzzle.
Oh, the condescension. Perhaps you can enlighten me as to where the source of the outbreak was?
You told us yourself, don't you remember? Everything that transpired did so for a very good reason. The puzzle was almost solved, but some pieces must have slipped. Me, I don't even know what events you were referring to. It was your day, after all, not mine. Evil Saturday, foul Saturday.
A Grey Wednesday? Puzzle is not the word I would use. I'm glad you're feeling better, Dora. Now get some rest. Can't go out.
Yeah. Have to go back up, I think.
Man, spaghetti code indeed. It's clear that if it can run this well in an isolated... Oh,
Yeah.
I don't think I've been in this room yet.
No, it came from here. See?
It did?
Yeah, there's the text on the wall, on the door, sorry.
Oh, that's right. I
You
haven't
aren't
gone
sure.
in here yet.
Yep, because her body was blocking it. to die, thrown in the towel. The great Bachelor Dankowski, a celebrity thanatologist, the scientist who is claimed to have defeated death itself, utterly failed, haven't you?
What makes you think I resigned to die?
I trusted you, we all did. For as long as you lived, so did we. I know it firsthand. And now you have decided to And now you've decided you've had enough and marched into the grave meekly like a lamb to the slaughter. It must feel nice to find an easy way out.
The easy way is shifting all the responsibility from your dumb heads to my shoulders.
It all just slipped through your fingers. The disease infiltrated the stone yard today, but you didn't notice. Your type would never go through a back alley. Your routes are always the same, from the main street to the main square and back. Perhaps you weren't really looking. Perhaps you're in league with it. The epidemic began the day you arrived in the town. I wonder if that's a coincidence.
Post hoc non propter hoc, as I used to say.
Closer.
Oh, shit!
Yeah, get your shit kicked in. To once again play the original Marlboro Nest, where the combat engine was completely different and made no sense. And was like animation based.
Oh, I got him.
Yep.
Yeah, get fucked.
Thank you, assistant.
Wait, no. Where's the fucking... There we go. Teabag.
Technically speaking, yes.
Throw strat. I'm sorry. This game is probably like super special and emotional to some people, and I'm here being like some jokey asshole about it.
I mean, I think a lot of people cope in that way with a lot of things. I remember being a sarcastic asshole to everyone just because I was tired of their shit. This is it, Doctor. You have fought valiantly, but you have lost. A foe like me is no match for men, and you are no exception. So, are you ready to die?
No, that is not what I intend to do.
So you didn't understand anything, stubborn man. You have done more than is humanly possible. You have cordoned off the safe part of the town, but it was all in vain. I'm here already.
I don't believe you. This is all a dream, a nightmare.
As a matter of fact, look under the mask, where the head of the actor is positioned. I always find it hilarious. A prophetic dream, Bachelor. Such is the nature of the plague. The town seems clean and calm in the morning, but somewhere in the depths of the nondescript house, a carrier is already lurking. Come noon, fleas appear in hordes, transmitting the sickness, so do rats. By the evening, the whole town is in agony. You've seen this many times already. So, are you ready to die?
No, don't even try. Soon I'll wake up and you'll be gone.
No. You may not see me at once, but that doesn't mean I won't be there. I'm telling you, I'm already in this part of the town. Please understand that resistance is pointless. You need to come to terms with my existence and accept me, like you accept the law of gravity. I am Earth. We are of the same nature. Are you ready to die, Bachelor?
Well, Praemonitus, Praemunitus. If you've infiltrated the stone yard already, all I need to do is find you.
As you wish. In that case, go and see for yourself.
Begone, plague. Out of my way. Oh, literally just poop out of existence. Alright.
Yep.
Okay. Oh!
Yep.
Was I not supposed to go that way?
Nah, don't worry. It's all is planned.
Oh.
Wake the fuck up, bitch.
You need to make money.
How can people protect themselves from the infection? You're a doctor. You should know.
Doctor, wake up. A bad thing happened.
I know! The infection found its way here, and the carrier must be around, perhaps walking the streets right now.
Blacky's old man is ill, but it's not the plague. I mean, not the sand thing. Will you cure him and not send big heads after him?
Whether it's a sand thing or not is for me to decide, but well done, lad, waking me up immediately. An hour of hesitation could have cost us the town's life.
Also, the judge was here. The moment you be woken up, I stopped him. Didn't like how the old geezer looked at all. Nuts is how he looked, hands shaking and all.
What do you mean, stopped him? What if it was important? Are you out of it? Nah. Really? Sounds odd. Alright, I'll deal with Blackie first and then pay a visit to the Crucible.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can still talk with him and... yeah, look at the map.
Alright,
It's
so
just
I'm isolated. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's really bad. It's really, really bad.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, Gimski's heir.
Look at the Haruspex layer.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm trying to. Oh, what?
Yep. It's real bad. It's really, really bad.
What? Holy shit. Dead. Wow. Okay. Okay. All right. Ribbon's still alive. Let me guess. I'm gonna go up here and dead, of course.
Yep.
Who else is dead? All right. Read flavor text for each place. Okay. The home for the living is now the.
Yep.
General Block's headquarters used to be here. I don't get that one.
Yeah, you have him on block is because he appears at the end of the game, basically.
Clara the Changeling insists that Yulia is beyond the threat of the plague, being the only being the only person who understands the true logic of what's unfolding. Utter dribble. Architect Peter Stamatin survives as long as the polyhedron, the paramount of his creation, survives. Governor Savarov went down with his town. Oh, well, that's interesting. Katerina survived somehow.
Yep.
Isidore is still dead.
It all began there, yeah.
I forget what her name is, but
You haven't met Taya yet. Yeah, you haven't been in the territory.
Okay, so who else is dead? Blackbar the
Far-
army.
Yeah.
At night, light glimmers in the windows of his house.
It's funny because Peter is dead because it says he lives as long as Polyhedron does, but his brother is alive and it says he's dead, which is a contradiction as well.
Wait.
To the right, yeah.
I don't intend to stay here.
Yeah. I need to pump to mine.
Wait, how is Mark in danger?
Okay, he does exist physically in the wars. You just don't see him that much, honestly.
Okay. It wasn't the plague that took Ava.
Well, we haven't met Eva in the main playthrough either.
Holy shit, Victor Kane is dead!
Yep.
But wait a minute, that's kind of freaky. Footsteps can be heard from his house, even though I personally declared him clinically dead.
Yeah.
The judge's word is law. The focus.
Yep.
What?
Completely different perception of the thing. There is no death.
Yes, Jackaljag. We had a request from Max to specifically dive into Marble Nest today. Being Max has been pretty good at being a second opinion on it. Sorry, well, I guess technically third. No, second, because Tidu's the first opinion. He vouched for the. He was insistent that we dive in after I experienced day 3 proper with the plague beginning, and I'm interested to see why.
Oh,
Alright, so enough fucking around.
you can still talk with Sticky. He had dialogue.
Oh, shit, okay.
Also notice that
Joker's one joke away from being a goner.
he's taller because your character is shorter, and I love that detail.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
What were you dreaming about anyway? You were screaming as though devils were dragging you to hell by hooks.
I dreamed that the plague has infiltrated this place, the stone yard. It talked to me and said, "Here I am. The birds are gathering around the marble nest," whatever that means.
I see. Were there balls in your dreams?
How do you know?
Too bad. If you dream of a bull, that means the dream is prophetic, so it will come true. Everybody knows the summon. You need to see Saba.
Well, that probably means a lot of important things are going to happen today, and with your kind help, my today started rather early. Too early, perhaps.
Uh-huh. Oh, and one more thing. Don't give nuts to Shrew.
Why? I thought rodents like nuts.
Because just don't.
I'll consider it.
Stuff. Yep.
This joint won't break. It's made of metal.
Okay, him talking freaked me out for a second.
That happens.
Oh. Okay.
Hello. Just chilling. Yeah, it's the room where the bodies were in your dream because it's the same house.
Boop. Can't go in there. Can go in here. I'm gonna clean this place out.
Stopped clocking inventory, says Max. Yeah, that is a detail as well. Just like the heart previously.
See, you're
How
saying
can
all
people
this.
protect themselves from the infection?
It's it's in the
You're a
flavor text.
doctor. You should know.
You're
Yeah,
saying
like
all this stuff, and it's like I think you're trying. It's funny because you clearly know something that I don't in terms of the subtext of that flavor text.
I mean, just yeah. This is the
I mean, in
basic
relation to
process.
what you know about this because you played it that I don't.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh dear.
Nailed it shut.
Boy, a whole lot of fun. Oh, okay.
Look at the other side of that wardrobe. I remember. Yeah, there was something.
Yo, what the fuck?
It's a nice poster.
A poster, he says. All right, onward and upward, I guess.
Yep.
Oh wait, Oh, good.
Grigory Gorky, number 6, here to report to you, Doctor.
Well,
General, the coast is clear, sir. No signs of the plague. I would say you have won. Congratulations are in order. As for us, we are leaving this part of town. Our place is across the river. Still work to be down there.
you're leaving nowhere. It's quite the opposite, actually. You're staying here to comb every suspicious nook and cranny. We've missed something. I know it.
But most orderlies are gone for good. Some of them gone home even. Come now, Doctor, your work is done. Take a look at yourself. I've seen happier corpses. You are overworked and deserve a rest. A long, peaceful rest.
So the orderlies have deserted, and yet you have the gall to claim that everything is all right.
There's simply nothing left to do. The coast is clear. There are several orderlies who have not abandoned their duties. They're probably still out there guarding suspicious spots. They insist on staying unless you withdraw the orders personally. Bootlickers, if you ask me. Subservient show-offs.
Thank God someone's heart and mind are in the right place.
Why so tense, Doctor, if I may ask? Some whippersnapper just rushed past me. Was it he that disturbed you?
No, it was another thing. No matter. No, off you go. And start with the search. If you see anything suspicious, report to me immediately. Every hour counts now. Boy, he's tall.
Yeah, they're very tall.
Alright.
Young crops will rise soon. Stone flowers.
You're an herb gatherer, aren't you? You Odongs have a special way with the grass and herbs. I know that. Are you expecting a ripe harvest here?
Special harvest, marble flowers, granite flowers. Earth is breathing. Ripe harvest on its way.
Don't you have enough herbs in the steppe? No, I don't know.
It's time to be racist.
I'm not gonna be racist. Alright. Sand plague has infiltrated the town. Source or the carrier must be found. But where? Alright, let's look at these other thought maps right after I rub my eyes.
Yep.
There's a sick person in neck 1. Not all Odogs have left for the steppe. Boy named Sticky implores me to not give nuts to a girl named Shirt, not under any circumstances. Judge paid me a visit this night while I was still asleep. Most orderlies have abandoned the stone yard. Few remain on duty. It's quite a small thought map compared to normal.
Yeah, it's a very concise experience, basically. Not to mention you have like 2 districts in the game, so it's not like it will jerk you around the entire map again.
It's nice that the game is, fucking running smoothly.
Yeah. So I don't know if it's the fact that the Unity can handle it, or the fact that they like insist on having object permanence, like in Morrowind and stuff, and that's why the war just throttles the experience. But yeah. Mikhail Goba, number 2, reporting in. No matter what they said, I couldn't believe you were done for, and right I was.
What do you mean done for?
I've been told that you died of exhaustion. I don't remember who brought the news, but the rumor is that you burned yourself out. Protect us from the plague, but at the cost of your own life. So, some of the guys went to the judge for further instructions. Nothing to do here, he said. Your place is across the river.
A judge canceling my orders? What is this about?
That's what I said too. None of his business, Medicine. A smart man, that judge, no arguing here. But you're the plague man. His business is power. As for the pest and other medical stuff, we are to do what you, the bachelor, have ordered. No matter if you're alive or dead.
Alright, I'll deal with the judge. Now report the situation.
Reporting in. The Dust District, House 1, that is to the left with the smoking chimney, is harboring Aspity, a local quack. There is a rumor circulating that she's not susceptible to the plague and susceptible, thank you, to the sound pest and can cure it too. House 2, to the right, a suspicious group of children is ogling its windows. They're probably up to no good.
Tell me more.
This Aspity, or Saba, is quite a character. It's plainly obvious what types she will attract. The infected types. Nimble they are, swift like mice, won't be held by any kind of barrier. You won't be able to stop them. I mean, look, they're already crowding her place. The mob was even larger at dawn.
How long has she been here?
She came last night. I mean, you've sealed the stone yard, so there's no sound pest here, and consequently, she has few pilgrims visiting. There's no demand for her services. But still, it would be safer to get rid of her. She's looking for trouble.
What's wrong with the children, then? You said they're ogling windows?
The children are not getting enough spankings, that's what's wrong with them. They don't give a rat's arse about the adults, as you have surely noticed. It's a clear sign. Wherever there are kids, there is trouble. It's just the games they play, malicious games. I won't be surprised to find out this whole outbreak was just a game of theirs too.
One more thing. Where's your commanding orderly? Across the river?
No, they were planning to throw a small party at the cave by the tombs.
I'll shove this party right up there. Okay.
Yeah. Growing frustrations of being the bachelor.
Dead. Danger. Alright.
Also, notice how the groups are marked, because for Artem it was bones, blood, and flesh.
Okay, queens, pieces, pawns. Holy shit.
Yep. A different perception of people, you might say.
Yeah, I suppose so. Gregory Kane is lifting the quarantine. Oh, good job. Someone's spreading the rumor that I'm dead. A suspicious crowd is gathered by one of the houses in the Dusk District. Okay.
Nope. Invisible wall?
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, it sucks.
Well, there's any way. Oh, there we go.
A loop. The loop. Some marbles. And here was where the Rat Prophet was in the prologue. I remember that. I think it's. Yeah, I think it should be here. Because it is the stone yard. My husband's been dragged to the isolation ward in the cathedral. He needs to be let go, doctor. Why are people still confined there? There's no need for them to be. What with the disease having been eliminated and all.
There is need, dear. A pressing one at that. This is the only way to prevent infection from spreading, so don't pester me with the issue.
You shameless butchers, you have seized my husband and dozens more with him. Perfectly healthy people, pure as the driven snow. My husband doesn't even get colds. His cough is due to the coal dust. He works at the railroad station.
Well, clearly if he's invulnerable to colds, the sand plague isn't a threat to him, either. Get off my back.
Can't fucking do my job because boomers are angry that they're inconvenienced. They're upstairs, I think.
Yep, they're upstairs.
Yeah, my bad. Maybe it's... Is it this house, or... Oh yeah, there we go.
Oh, hello. First, I'm gonna take your shit.
Or not, it's
Or
closed.
not.
It's not the sound pest. Don't tell him big heads. He'll get better, I know it.
Beakheads. Is this a moniker you've given the orderlies? Don't be afraid of them. They're public servants. Doing a good job, too.
Nothing good about their job. A fast job is what they do. You just sneeze and here they are, grabbing you with them hooks, dragging you to the board. And this is where the sick are. So the only way out there is feet first. Out of there is feet first.
When did he get sick?
An hour ago or so, dropped down and started beating and flopping like a fish, mouth open and all. I brought him water, but he couldn't tell it was me.
Merely an hour. That's good news.
The man is dead.
Doesn't seem like the sand pest, but there's no harm in double checking. Better safe than sorry.
The symptoms do not fit the horrible disease that's exterminated 2/3 of the town population in a week. Judging by the preliminary analysis, the man died of a massive stroke.
I still think we should perform an autopsy. I'll call the orderlies. They'll take the body where it belongs. Not the plague. The man died of a stroke. You don't need this anymore.
Oh, for sure.
Boop, boop, ba-doop. Boop, boop, boop.
The kid behind you, I think.
Ooh.
Because
Ooh.
I think you need to tell him,
Kid.
if I remember correctly. Yeah, there he is.
Oh,
Okay.
hello.
Relieved? An ordinary stroke. Yes, not everyone dies of pest. Oh no, it all begins someplace else. You have got the wrong address.
Well, perhaps you could tell me the correct one.
Oh, you thought you could catch me on the first try? That's quite an ego, Doctor. Ambition seems to be your middle name. You challenge death and expect your fight to be that simple? You must be kidding. I'm almost offended.
I've been fighting death for many years, and I usually succeed.
Neither pox nor cholera nor sandpest kill people. All they do is reduce their lifetime. Yet the time of the world is yours to control. Who was the murderer? A sickness that let no second go to waste? Or you, who bothered not to hurry? I think it's the latter.
Get lost, whoever you are. I don't ever want to see you again. Okay?
Can still talk with it. I think you can still talk with it.
Oh my god.
Who are you talking to just now, Doc?
Is this your idea of a joke?
No, sir. I was ordered to come here, sir. A person has died here, sir. We take out orders seriously here, sir.
I know it was you. Drop the act.
I'm an orderly doctor. Averly Gubar, number 11. These outfits, sir, make it hard to tell which one of us is which, but we're wearing them on your orders, sir. And they do help, thank you kindly. Good protection.
Well, you're good at changing voice. I'll give you that. Excuse me.
Are you feeling okay, doctor, sir? You're kind of pale. Dark rings under the eyes present, too. You must be overworked and exhausted. Your schedule is insane. You need to have a good long sleep, sir. Very long.
This is a little too personal right now.
The overwork angle?
One more week. Just one more motherfucking week. There's no time to rest. I'm planning to examine this whole house. Do you have a master key?
I do, sir. Here it is, sir. Please kindly note how fragile it is, sir. Only good to unlock a couple of doors. 3 maybe, then it breaks.
Take care of the deceased.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
The master lockpick.
Alright. Where am I supposed to use it?
In this house, you can open any 3 doors, basically.
Oh. Yay, I did it! Ooh. God. What a fucking waste. Alright. Time to... Oh, okay. Money! God, those doors open really fast.
Yeah, at least they open like in the alpha. I remember it was really jarring because there was like no door opening animation at all. It just open.
What, it would
Startled
just
me every
pop
time.
open?
Yeah, it startled me every time.
So it was like that one game that was on the shitstorm about being in the middle of the woods and...
Yep, and there goes the key.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly like that. I remember that as well. I don't remember the game's name, but I remember that.
Yeah,
door
the
going
one where it was
swing.
like... Where you had the super loud knocking at the door noises.
Uh-huh.
Remember, boom, 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 and there being a whole daytime and nighttime phase. God, what fucking game was that?
I don't know.
Reminder about highlight button.
Yeah, that's before because so that you won't miss anyone to talk to, because
Oh,
they
yeah, I gotcha.
you've got the GPS vision.
Activate Bachelor Vision. Even though it's not really Bachelor Vision because...
The horror specs is the same. Activate the nightmare goggles. Everything looks the same. There are soldiers guarding the drugstore. The one by the bridge, I mean. Won't let anyone in. Means they'll open it soon, right? Why don't you have eyes, lady?
How in the world did you even arrive at this conclusion? Truly, folk logic works in mysterious ways.
She has no pupils. So, Dankowski, did you find that thief of yours?
What thief?
This night, a disheveled man broke into the Judge Kane's house, kicked up quite a racket. He begged the judge to hide him from you, pleaded for justice. Everyone assumed he stole something from you.
He asked the judge for justice? I wonder if he expects me to shoot first and ask questions later.
I don't know. Perhaps. He must have had his reasons.
Perhaps I think a visit to the judge is in order.
Mayhaps.
Judge is actively sabotaging my efforts in fighting the sand pest.
You talked with him. He told you about people congregating at the house. I came here before you, but you may go in first. I need to pluck up my courage.
What's inside?
Tonight, Taspity came here. Saba Otun, our mother and the mistress of dreams.
And you're expecting this family reunion to go less than smoothly, I gather.
Indeed, I dreamed of frightening thing today. Only Aspity can tell dream from truths from dream lies.
Dream
truths from
truths? Dream lies? What the hell are you talking about?
All dreams are prophetic, but ordinary people can't tell which dream things will happen inevitably.
Which can be changed, and which were
Which
not
can be
merely
changed.
dross.
Yeah, my bad.
What about you? What did you dream of?
This is my business, not yours. Even if I told you, it would be pointless. You would only hear dream lies. Aspity, on the other hand, can see your dreams with her own eyes, so it doesn't matter which words you use to describe it.
If you you tell me what you dreamed of, you can have any item. Nope, 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 nope. I wonder if I should...
It's your choice. I dreamed that I would die today, and that I wouldn't be the only one.
Ah, I see! The sand plague, I believe?
No. Aspity taught us how not to fear that boogeyman. There's no sand plague. I saw death by fire.
Sounds reassuring.
I hit the watch.
Okay. Interesting.
And you can go inside that house. Yeah, talk with her.
Ass face. Where are you?
Right here.
Tidu, where are you? We've got some plagues to cure now.
I see you in plain might.
Hello, Doctor. What did you dream of today?
I dreamed that an outbreak would happen here today. The plague itself came to me wearing an orderly's outfit and gave me time until the evening. No matter. It sounds stupid when I say it out loud.
I need a dream hook. Try to remember the mood, if only for a second. This is crucial. Then, in your mind's eye, imagine a single detail that seemed pivotal to you. Just don't try to invent anything new. Remember it. Then I'll be able to see your dreams as if it was mine.
I remember you. You were there in my dream telling me I failed to understand something.
You're missing the point, Doctor. And I think you also tend to mix up death and plague, which are actually not the same. We mix up death, and death, but they are not the same. You can't even tell death from death. Not the same. How many different words did I use?
One, are you telling me they sounded different to you?
The thing that came to you tonight was death, not death as you thought. It wants you to understand why it haunts you, and it won't take you in until you do. It's as simple as that.
I see, so I was supposed to just accept everything and meekly go belly up.
No. If you agree to die without understanding, you will simply cease to exist. I doubt that would be of interest to you, and it would definitely be pointless to your visitor, and it would never do anything unless it has a point.
What the fuck does he mean by your visitor?
She,
sorry. Death literally is a cessation of existence. I've been studying it all my life. I know what I'm talking about.
This is precisely why it can't just take you in. You're blind. You don't know the first thing about it. Death is not the end, not at all. Would you like me to prove it to you? You're a doctor. You would easily see through any act. Watch me die properly. When it knocks, simply open the door.
Alright, let's see your proof then. Well? Oh. I have made a horrible mistake.
Better a thimble of blood in the vein than 1,000 gallons in the drain.
Oh, does the time go on when you're in the menu? Oh shit. Because it goes on usually for like half a minute.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, you're far from cowardly, Doctor. Malish, though. Your head is stuffed with science, your eyes sewn shut. We walk this path time and again, until every last bit of your resolve wears off. And who are you without it? Who would need you?
Who's behind that door?
Death, obviously.
It's nice to see that it's so well-mannered as to knock.
I never wanted to come to this wretched town.
It stopped, so you can leave.
Sorry
Safely.
if I killed the mood by approaching it like that.
No, it's just I didn't know that the timer goes on while you're in the menu, which is weird. Because there are two things that can happen here. You can, like, right now just stay until it stops banging and a spirit talks to you. But if you open it on your own, during that time you see her corpse there, but she's still behind you, basically. Or the other way around. You see her there, but her corpse is behind you. And you can talk to her about that showing you the proper way to die, basically. So you got one outcome instead of the other. I'm really surprised that they made it such an omission. I need to write a bug report. And yeah, as Jack says, "Oh, I have made a horrible mistake." Dankowski mood. It's the entire life of this goddamn character. And you can also read the description of the mask you got. Remember about that. There's always that.
The Mask of Mushaboon, the Wicked Bird, part of the Reaper costume from the local theater. It doesn't have eye holes. A mask is mounted above the actor's head, who peeks through a hole in the cloth.
As you saw on the model, yeah. It's a fake head. Which is in part why they are so goddamn tall, because it's not their actual height.
So their head is more like here.
You can see it, yeah. You
Oh,
can see
yeah. Okay, I see it. That's kind of stupid.
Yeah, sure is. Well, it's theatrical, and all theatrics are pretty dumb. As a theater kid,
I get it. The dude has a hard-on for a theater, but still. I say it's dumb because I see it as redundant.
No.
And while that's not maybe necessarily correct in my statement, I still feel that way.
Religious buildings often have fake walls. Why, I wonder? So that the Holy Spirit won't flutter out.
Do not blaspheme against the Holy Spirit. Even I know that, and I'm agnostic.
In any case, it works in your favor. Fake walls contain. This is why you
Moans
ordered.
and screams effectively.
Oh, it cut me off, eh?
Yep.
This is why you ordered to drag everyone suspicious to the cathedral, isn't it? So that everyone would seem fine. So that everything would seem fine from the outside.
No cheating your eagle eye, though.
If I were you, I'd hurry up with the inspection. One day, so many people will be murdered up there that the walls won't be able to hold.
I'll check on the place. Oh my god, I'm touching beans.
This guy's touching beans. Good thing you're not touching yourself. With the beans.
Yeah, I'm not touching myself, but I'm touching Abigail's toe beans.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not white edible beans in tomato paste. Okay.
No. Not Heinz beans in a can while watching Cars 2. Oh, what the fuck?
It's a bonfire.
Only one of you wants to talk.
I can't believe on my eyes.
Same here. What are you doing here? Why have you all abandoned your duties?
According to our papers, one moment please, I'll find this precise. Here it is. After a short burst of fever, having woken up from anxious dream, Bachelor Daniel Dankowski passed away in his own bed yesterday.
In him, oh Ben.
In his own bed, yeah. Yesterday
He
after
died
9
in his own bed yesterday after 9 o'clock at the own. I'm sorry.
You know, big deal stuff like. I wonder if it's a typo or on purpose, actually.
Why would it be typoed on purpose?
I don't know.
Signed. Oh, because it's supposed to not be him. Okay. Signed by me, right? Because if it isn't, that means you're way out of line executing random orders.
Since no signs of the sand plague were located in the stone yard, the orderly committee have unanimously decided to disband the I hate this word. Decided to disband the medical worker corps. The most committed orderlies went across the river to transport dead bodies. The least committed ones went home. As for us, we have stayed here to celebrate your victory.
He says he hates the language, but he's just mad that I said Boov has the less obvious accent.
I mean, I work with the language for a living, so it's even...
What victory? Nothing's over yet.
I don't know. According to judge's orders, there's nothing more to be done here. And in the case of Bachelor Dankowski's death, the judge is the only person whose orders I'm supposed to follow. Here, see? I got it all in writing. Legal stuff.
You got it all in writing! Obviously, that means nothing humanly possible can be done here. How silly... No, I'm not going to say that. How about getting your peepers open, you cretin? Here I am, alive right in front of you.
I don't know what you're talking about. I got it all in writing. Anyone can impersonate Bachelor Dankowski. As for me, I'm just setting my watch as an official representative.
Anybody can impersonate Bachelor Dankowski, man.
Yeah, it's much easier to impersonate a person than to write a fake document, obviously. It's on paper, so it must be true.
Official my arse. I'm going to the judge to set this straight, and you will be punished severely for this break of conduct. I cannot die right now. Whatever waits for me on the other side. I simply cannot afford to take risks. The orderlies have registered me among the deceased. I don't... This is really, this is weird even for fucking Pathologic.
Yeah, it sure is.
Okay, there's nothing over there.
Yep.
Son of a bitch. Oh, poppin'! Poppin'!
Up goes the building.
Bo da do, bo da do, bo 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 da bo. Ah.
Stuff.
Bo ba do bo 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 da do bo do bo 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 da do. Bo da do bo. Why is my stomach growling? I ate a whole entire steak and some white cheddar shells.
Not enough. Feed it more. The Shaykhul of
I
Demon
guess I gotta
sacrifice.
fucking stuff my face or something.
I made some lecho, but I'll eat after we finish the stream.
I might genuinely need to get. Oh, hello. Are you dancing, kid, or just stomping your foot?
Just stomping, I think. Well, have you collected them?
Collected what?
The nuts! You promised to get us nuts.
Promised? When? I've never seen you before.
Oh god, it's true what they say. What can you expect from a hog? Alright, whatever. You've never seen me before. I'll go with that. Kind Uncle Doctor, can you get me some nuts, pretty please? I need them so badly, and actually so do you. Even worse than me.
Are you kids cutting teeth or something?
No! How many times do I have to explain I'm not going to eat them? They're alive.
What do you mean they're alive?
How many times have I told you it's none of your business? Must be 100 times or 200. I need them. Simple as that.
I have a cat on my belly right now. You're mistaking me for someone else, girl.
Doctor, are you sure you're alright? Suppose you have gotten sick yourself. They say the sick ones start to rave and don't recognize their family. They are.
Mind your manners.
Let me say it again. We had a deal. You can go everywhere, I can't go anywhere. Right? That's why you get me nuts and I give you whatever you need in exchange. Like lockpicks, handmade, rare, a super luxurious product if you ask me.
Sounds like a deal. Here, have a nut.
Should you? It's true. Sticky told you not to give her nuts.
Do
at the
I?
beginning.
What's gonna happen if I give her one?
I think the game ends, honestly, for reasons explained later.
What I need for you is stop hanging around with no one overseeing you.
No way. And anyway, it's we who are overseeing you. You're dreaming us anyway. Got it?
Nice try.
Look, we'll go wherever you want us to go. We'll be good kids, but the nut deal comes first.
Honestly, I don't need nuts to get you locked up if I decide to. Just like that.
Yeah, you can talk with the other two kids, because if you talk with her, you can
This
just
joint won't break.
deal with her.
It's made of metal.
How's Blackie?
He's fine, but his dad's dead.
I have a very important thing to ask of you. Don't listen to Shu, okay? And never ever give her nuts. It's all a trap. Got it?
I most certainly didn't.
Shu wants you to die. Don't give her anything.
A girl with pigtails? What have I done to her?
Not at all. She just thinks your whole ordeal is wrong and feels sorry for you. Thing is, I don't want you to die. You know what? If you find any nuts, bring them to me instead. I'll give you anything in exchange. How about bandages? You're a doctor. You probably need those.
What's up with this nut obsession of yours? If you're hungry, how about some bread?
They're not food, they're for the dead. Look, there. Why do you think Sleepyhead is standing by the window with a pocket full of nuts?
Exactly. Why is he?
A couple of good masters used to live here, fine tuners. Sleepyhead wants them to advise him after they die. Nuts can preserve people after death, so Shrew wants to scrounge one from Sleepyhead for you, but he won't give her any.
Do the kids want nuts because they're trying to make themselves immortal?
The other way around, they think that a nut can trap a soul, basically. So,
Okay. For me?
look, just don't give nuts to Shrew, alright? Give them to me instead, I don't want to die. You can keep living with us, teach me too, I want to be a doctor, yeah?
Here, will this kind of nut do?
And trade.
Yay! Alright, we're gonna buy a powder and a neomycinum. And we're gonna buy some morphine. And we're gonna trade all of these away. And the candle stub. And the marbles. And the fishing hooks. And I don't have enough. What do I not need?
I think you should get some food at least. I don't think you need a powder, honestly. In here.
Can't. What about the morphine?
Also, not that much. You have one. I think it should be enough. It's a very short episode, so it's not like you need to stack up.
Okay, so.
But you can go hungry, so.
Hold on, what did you say?
I mean, you can go hungry, so some food would be nice.
So let me get that and this, and then I'll unselect this.
I guess.
I don't have anything else I can trade.
Yeah.
Okay, accept.
You gave him the nuts.
I trade nuts to Sticky. Sticky would buy nuts for me, trading for useful items like bandages. Alright, whoa!
You can talk with the third kid as well. Sleepyhead. Shrew's got the keys, not me. I don't need to go in there anyway. One can catch him from over here just fine.
Catch whom?
2 solid masters are dying in there right now, Siskin and Lotman. Both have been over the river, so now they're done for. That's what you get for getting carried away. Anyway, I want to collect them into nuts. I'll listen to them before I go to sleep, and they'll advise me.
Let me check if I got everything right. What you're saying is that there are 2 infected persons in that house, correct?
Nah, they're probably just cut themselves or something. But you won't get inside anyway, and the house is...
Well, how do I unlock it?
You don't, and I wouldn't tell you if I knew anyway. You'll come back here with them big heads, drag Siskin and Lotman to the mortuary, and kick me out of here, right? So how am I going to collect them to nuts then? Nah, man, you're backing up the wrong tree if you think you can trick me like that.
Collect them into nuts? What the hell do you mean?
A nut is a tricky fruit. It resonates. If you do everything properly, you can preserve a person inside. Got it? Talk to him after death and all. Through a teeny tiny hole, if he agrees to it.
And what if he doesn't?
Well, then you wait for him to get bored. It's probably super tiresome sitting inside and not talking to no one. Eternal life must be tedious.
Clearly you have a lot of experience in such matters.
Which is also like the in-universe explanation why nuts are universal currency for the kids. They're collecting stories of people, basically.
So, wait, if Shrew's the...
Yes?
If Shrew's the only one who has lockpicks, but I'm not supposed to trade nuts to her, what the fuck do I do?
You'll get there. Look, do the rest for the time being. There is no hurry. Can't go on the slide. It's not Final Fantasy VII Remake. It's rad that they did that, actually.
Let's go to the drugstore. Let's all go to the drugstore. Let's all go to the drugstore and get blitzed off our feet.
Da 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 da. Da 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 da
Ominous.
Old man, psst. Hey, sir, lend me an ear, will ya? You're like the head guy here, right?
Old man, really? As a person way above your rank, I'm to be addressed as your excellency.
Look, old man, you're like, listen, the drugstore, they have medicine there, like powders, I mean. It's not like everything got stolen, right? Something has to remain. But that twat of a soldier is a vigilant jerk, and I need powders.
Well, what does it have to do with me?
You tell the soldier, he'll let you in. It's not in his interest to get on your bad side, and then you can, like, throw all that fudge you throw all that you find to me from the window. There's a broken window upstairs. We'll split the profit. I'll wait for you down here.
You'll wait for me? Yeah, right. I require a more inventive scam to be fooled.
I mean it, Ward. There's no other way to get anything from that drugstore. We can help each other. Come on, old man. Everyone knows me here. You're just a rank. Cock-a-roo's a man of his word, they'll tell you. I'll wait by the window, I promise. Got a cig?
Still not convinced.
Tis not in my interest to get you on your bad side either.
Smart lad, are you? No. You run along. No, I don't fucking know.
And he goes around the building. He gets right under the window. Good day, sir. They say your big heads raided a den in the atrium. Right? Found a whole bunch of them wicks. Did they?
Wicks.
Them infected gits got themselves a pretty little nickname, they did. The ones that are burning and hiding away from the quarantine. Wicks. Those who cover themselves in rags, the responsible ones, are mites, as in dynamite. So, did the big head really snatch themselves a bunch of wicks?
I don't know. Never heard a thing about a raid.
And look at us here, guarding the drugstore a bunch. The orders that nothing is to be taken away from the store. Terrible danger.
Who gave the order? I was told yesterday that General Block passed away.
Sorry.
Indeed he has.
Indeed he has. The man's been a bulletproof for so many years, but the plague finally got to him, bless his soul. Captain Longin is in charge now. He gave the orders too.
I see. What a pointless loss.
I'm just doing my duty. If this is an inspection, I can let you in. We'll have you to search you after Joe. Sorry about the advance. Safety measures and all. Nothing is taken from the store. Not a single item. I mean, personally, I respect you, but the orders were clear. No one wants to have their head count.
I need medicine, not plagued test tubes.
Mm-hmm. Da-da-da-da-da.
Boo-doo-doo.
Drugstore is here.
Time to do crimes.
Prime time.
Boo. We are the baddest motherfuckers. We are the best. Whatever. I'm so fucking tired, and I know why, but I don't really want to share it on stream.
I can hear that, yeah. See, you got your drugs. There was a box on the table in the other room that you completely missed.
Oh.
Here.
Oh. Whoa!
Yep.
Well, shit.
I can read the description as well. I think it had something in it, but I'm not exactly sure. One vial can save the town, but it can save someone. If only I figure out what
What's made of? Where's the window I'm throwing this out?
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean, where's the window that I'm throwing this out? Which one is it?
You'll see it. Oh, there it is. There. You have to move it. You drank it.
Oh no! Oh no! What have I done?
You want some
Oh
consolation?
God! Max, do you know how far back that's gonna send me?
The very beginning, I think. I can offer you some consolation right here, though, if you want.
It's an hour of work undone.
Beautiful. Incredible.
I want to die.
How did you find this up? Honestly.
Ah! Ah!
Yeah, my ears. Ow. Well, nothing to be done now. Press forward. Move the items, don't use them.
I want to die. I want to die. I'm so fucking tired. Okay. Okay. Oh, here we go.
Don't.
What?
I can tell you a little secret. Even if you throw the panacea out, it's like Shaggy Dog, basically. No matter what you do, you can't get it out of here. Because it either breaks or
Wait, what the fuck is happening?
time is passing.
Has come.
Oh,
New
okay.
chapter began in everybody's lives.
Okay.
So yeah, you can throw the rest out. You drag it to that window over there.
Yeah, I know. I remember this time.
You press Y to move.
Oh, okay, I get it.
Yeah, it drops out.
Do I even need to throw the cloak down?
Yeah, you do. You can't take anything out, so... I think immunity boosters as well, and the one of the bandages for sure. And that's about it.
Shut up, Max! You son of a bitch! He's teasing me in chat, and I don't like it.
Onion, look at this panacea, bro. Oh, let me see.
Did you just drink it?
Yeah. Were you even sick? No?
It was pretty good.
Yeah, tastes like herbs.
I was gonna say it tastes like grape drink. Or sorry, purple stuff.
That's hearing it. And your hunger is going up, so yeah, I did remember correctly that the hunger does matter in this. Sorry, doctor, but I'm going to have to search you. Nothing to be carried out of the store. I want no hard feelings, eh?
Go ahead, do your thing. I've always dreamt of being searched like a common thug.
That's it.
I can't fucking believe I drank it.
See? Toad's waiting here, and you doubted me too. Here, your share, take it. Fair and square, share and share alike. Half to you, half to me.
This isn't even close to half.
Do you know what you're talking about? I did my best to divide by 2.
Which makes you an incredibly lousy arithmetician. You belong in a school, boy, not on the street, burgling drugstores.
You got stuff. Yeah.
Where's my gun?
You don't have a gun, unfortunately.
Wait, that's not supposed to be there.
There it is.
I can't believe it.
Just don't do it in the main game when it actually has value.
Okay.
Horrible.
That'd be a great way to set back the game.
Yeah. Have you ever considered going to a fortune teller to learn your fate, maybe even see tomorrow?
Any help or advice would be appreciated now, even from an augur or horror specs.
A mime performance is being staged in front of the cathedral, a tragic one. The actors are not unexpectedly quite silent, but if you can manage to get one to talk...
Tragic, huh? Indeed. Must be hard to watch the local attempts at drama without weeping.
Don't worry, you'll like it.
I hope they return money to the if the audience hasn't experienced catharsis.
That's harsh. Now, we burned the cathedral down, right? It's there you're heading, ain't it? To give the order.
You're a fervent theomachist, Machist, I don't fucking know.
Theomakis, yeah.
No, we burn nothing down. We protect local architecture and execute arsonists. That's what we do. Got it?
Well, I mean, you ordered everyone who so much as sniffled to be dragged here, didn't you? Lock them up, let them steal, didn't you? Stands to reason. I think the only thing left to do is burn the place down and be done with the stinking sandpest.
I ordered suspicious people there, not the sick, to be tended to, not locked up. And don't get me started on the rest of your ideas. Give you people an inch of rope. Oh, whoops.
The fox, I saved some kerosene for you. Need it? The fox and I. saved some
Sorry,
kerosene.
I've gotta go. Need to get to the cathedral before your kind friends show up there with the kerosene.
Wonderful people living here. What a nice town.
Alright, well, I need to book it to the fucking cathedral, like yesterday.
Yep. The polyhedron is still standing, like an asshole.
Am I ever gonna get to go inside it?
Not in the marble nest, but partially, yes. I am... Okay, nothing to see here, Doctor. It's all over. A shame you weren't here earlier, but...
I don't really care. I was just kind of passing through.
Yeah, people dead around the store. Which you can open if you do it earlier. But what I want to say is, you will get to the polyhedron, but you won't really do it. As a high respects, at least. I don't know about the other two in the other paths. Here comes Bachelor Dankowski, the man who fell to death.
How do you know?
We know all about you. We know what you did yesterday and what you are going to do tomorrow.
Well, if you're so smart, kindly tell me what I'm doing right now.
Now, making a fool of yourself by talking to a fool about his foolish endeavors.
Engaging in various tomfoolery.
Wasting precious droplets of time. We have very little of the latter, by the way. Have our days been numbered by ourselves, or were it ours?
Mine was numbered by me, written down neatly, and are now kept in perfect order.
Everything will be decided this evening, Excellency. A terrible appointment is in store for you, and you will not emerge from it victorious. Indeed, we do know the key to the victory, but alas, it will be of no use to Bachelor Dankowski.
Why is that?
Only a man with an open heart can overcome adversary.
Huh. So if I had a softer heart, you'd teach me how to win this duel.
Maybe, possibly, but it's useless to explain to a heartless man. Take heart, Excellency, if you ever find it, that is, and then come back to us, even though it all sounds like a rather implausible turn of events.
I'm wasting my time here. I'll keep your words in mind. Whoa. Why get super foggy all of a sudden?
I don't know.
There you go.
I couldn't see anything like that on stream.
Alright, here, let me have it. I'm gonna try and shove it in my mouth now. And get nice and ready. And...
I have no idea what is... Oh, they're playing dice. Invisible dice.
let me see those. Yahtzee!
Yeah, that's the loop. So that's it, right? We're free to go.
Why are there so few of you? Where are the rest of the guards? I left 2 platoons here.
I mean, the cathedral has been open again, so everyone's gone. Ours is the only unit left. Plover is a beast when it comes to discipline and orders.
Inside, there were 3 dozens of people whose symptoms resembled those of a sand plague. What's going on?
Look, over there by the entrance, see? That's Staff Sergeant Plover. Ask him, he's the one who talked to the people in charge. That's him, the unique model. Staff Sergeant Plover, contrary to the instructions of a representative of the local authorities, Judge Georgi Kane, I kept my squad on security duty. Your orders, sir? Yeah.
Yesterday, the cathedral was filled to the brim with people who exhibited signs of a sand plague. I hope they're still inside.
Are you kidding? Gone with the wind.
Why are you still here then?
I don't want to be court-martialed. It wasn't the judge who assigned us here. And it's frightening too, Doctor. One can't be too cautious.
Scared of what?
A couple of them stayed inside. The rest have scattered, but these ones must be mites, plague bearers. Either dead on their feet or responsible enough not to flee. We haven't checked.
You don't need to. I'll do it. Okay.
Each time I catch a glimpse of that giant clock up there, I am reminded of the fact that it's not a temple, but rather a machine.
Who in the world are you?
I am but a humble servant. I work here. I have always have and always will be confined to this place, so don't worry about me. I won't go anywhere. Those two also refuse to leave, which means they cling to life too much. Understandable obstinacy.
This doesn't make sense. If they're sick, locking themselves in won't help.
Look up, Bachelor. Can you see the clock? Its hands are frozen. Outside, they won't live to see the evening, but in here, nothing will threaten their lives. Time starts running again. If you can call this pathetic fever crawling inside a heartless stone-belly life, that is.
Alright, less small talk and more examining the seekers of the life eternal. What are they called anyway? Adam and Eve?
Marat and Dora.
Stand your watch. Okay, so time's frozen in here.
Yep. Don't listen to him. He's raving. He's got the sound pest, but I know perfectly well it's mere consumption.
And you are his who?
Sister, of a sort. Why should you care? How is that it important?
Indeed, I'd rather examine your own condition. Look at the light, please, and don't inhale too deeply.
She is unnaturally pale and drowning in sweat, but you see no other signs of the... The vacant look and generally unfocused appearance betray a commotion of the nerves that surpass general anxiety.
I don't know. Hard to say for sure. Whatever. You may go. Well...
Yeah, I'd rather have you stay here. True. I know I'm sick, so I'm going to surrender myself to the soldiers. Let them execute me. It's as simple as leaving the cathedral, you know?
Extend your arm, please. I'd like to check the pulse and look me in the eye.
The symptoms do remind you of the soundplague. Fever, dilated pupils, slurred speech patterns. He will not live to see the evening, but a person sick with the soundplague at this stage would also have yellowish skin coloration. It's hard to say for sure.
I'm sorry, but I can't just let you die. If you're infected, I need to keep...
I'm not going anywhere without her.
Your choice. That means both of you are staying.
Yep, for sure. You have no heart, you bastard.
How is time frozen inside of us? What?
Up.
Boop the clock. How? Oh.
Okay. I didn't notice him before. Blessed is the dead who thinks. Why hurt the idyll? That would be too cruel. You are a wise man, Bachelor. If they want to live through this evil day again and again, who are we to rob them of their bliss, this chance to take non-existence for existence?
I didn't come here to indulge in philosophizing, you buffoon. I just did what had to be done.
Yep, but you can save using that clock. I think you did it in the main playthrough as well. If you look at it from... I think you need to be at the main balcony. Or higher up also works. How have I not noticed this tragedy in like 3 playthroughs of this thing that I did? Oh, I'm ashamed now.
How do I boop the cloak?
You can touch it. But it gives you an achievement. No.
How?
I think you need to be one floor lower on that main balcony where the tragedy is standing. Because
Max, tell me what to do.
you had like the option to save game there. I remember.
Okay.
Yeah, weird. Oh well. Look a bit more up, like they're directly the hourglass, not. I don't know. Oh well. It is just a save point still. And time resumes. Well, Doctor, is this it?
I don't think so. Let them stay inside. That's what they want to do anyway.
Any further orders, sir?
Stay here and keep an eye. Eddie's do whatever you want. I don't care anymore.
Yeah, you've got the canes as well to visit. The judge. That's about it. And also behind the cathedral is the kin.
Okay, we're gonna take a second. I need to grab something to eat because I'm falling fast
Sure.
asleep here, and if I stuff my face with some sugar, that might help.
Sure, that works.
Come on, sweetie. Move over there. There we go. Alright. Entertain them with some banter.
Honestly, I don't know what to say here. How are you guys doing? I've been playing Borrowed Trauma recently. If you were ever interested in Space Station 13 but didn't want to download the game engine that was made with duct tape in the year 1998, which is beyond, Borrowed Trauma is a good copy of that game and a bit more serious, maybe a bit more concise because it's not a space station, it is a submarine. But I have high hopes for it. I hope it gets expanded more and does more interesting stuff. You can dress up as a clown and honk at people, so that's like a 10 out of 10 right there. I have so many things to do. Oh god. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god.
Well, at least I wasn't too much dead air.
Yeah, a bit. And Boof is doing math. What kind of math? Quick math.
Boof is doing math. He gonna solve all the numbers.
1 + 1 equals something for sure.
One on a bun. Shut up, Ed. Okay.
Pankar Likobor, Bachelor, can't be damned to remember my number. We got two sorts of trouble in here, and I don't know which is worse. Firstly, the steppe people abandoned their camp behind the cathedral yesterday, the ones who stayed are preparing for a funeral of some sorts. Secondly, the judge has kindly got off his rocker, cancelled your quarantine measures, and I think he harbors an infected person too.
Where's the judge?
His helm in his workshop, up the stairs and to the left. And don't forget them step people too. Just follow the footpath by the cathedral, go through the apple tree garden, and you'll see the place, or at least the smoke from their fires. Also bless you.
I'll have a word with the judge first.
That was the pathway there. to your right. Look to your behind you, to your right, please. There are some people at the table we can talk to as well. Just the judge, but these guys as well. Doctor, would you mind settling an argument of ours? You are, after all, an outsider in this town with a clear head and a fresh outlook. We have been arguing over the reasons for the Sand Plague outbreak. You would, of course, agree that it happened in this particular town for a reason, wouldn't you?
Could have happened anywhere. No, I don't believe in random chance.
As a matter of fact, this town is nothing but a machine, produced to challenge the limits of human potential, and our ideas of how people connect to each other, our very relationship with nature. For more than a century, the three families ruling us have been running such experiments on the local population. You have found yourself in a utopia.
Hang on, my cat's clawing up the couch.
Okay.
I have to stop. Abigail? You stop that, you little...
Poor cat, but so far. Also, Max is looking at the term also in Balor's selection. Yeah. So I think that should be recorded tomorrow on, because it's quite scary. I got some new news info today as well, like Minsk being completely like cordoned off by army, which is yeah, that doesn't look very good at all.
Yeah, for me anyways, because I was able to go grab another chocolate bar. It's much better tasting for the reasons.
I suppose.
Okay. Don't you have anything better to do? Your job is to keep tabs on anything alarming. Don't tell me nothing suspicious happened overnight.
Exactly, Major. Not a single alarm, nothing suspicious, all thanks to your iron will and the strict measures you enforced. The disease has remained across the river. Here it's all clear. Anyone who felt weak or unwell was led to the cathedral, but it's obvious that none of them were infected. So will you settle our arguments, or...
Alright, I'm all ears.
As for the relationship with nature, we are rebelling against it. No wonder it pushes back. The steppe people live as though they're in a primeval time reverse, like stone axes have yet to be invented, worshipping bulls, talking to Arabs. They don't even have a real language, it's all bol, that, this, and gur, that. And yet, for some reason, we allowed them here.
Wow, that's some good old-fashioned real racism.
Yeah.
And what's wrong with that? There are many people on Earth untouched by civilization.
What about the sacrifices? I'll have you know, they still make those. It's simply wrong to entangle different ages within the same space is all. Their age is different. Our time is broken. It's crippled, Bachelor. They have come from the past, so release them, let them return to the air if they hold dear. Let them leave.
Is someone holding them here?
Someone is our rulers. They have embedded the steppe people into this town, carved them into its warm flesh. This isn't a town, it's an honest-to-God minotaur, a chimera. And chimeras have remarkably short lifespan and bad health. Can you breed a snake and a crane? You can, yes, but the progeny won't live long.
You have no idea how far interbreeding can go. I know a thing or two about living organisms, so take my word for it.
This is an impossible town, Bachelor. You just can't have your cake and eat it. Can't mix oil and water. Can't connect similarly charged magnet poles. Or rather, you can, but only by force. And as soon as that force falters, it's going to be shredded to pieces. We're abusing nature.
You need a sociologist, not a medical scientist. I'm not sure if biological principles are applicable here. Oh my god.
We're at your service, Bachelor.
You need to set up a spare hospital in any ordinary house. Arrange for beds and other necessary equipment to be delivered there. You know the drill.
Really, Doctor, you must be overworked. What for? The stone earth is clear, we should know. And in any case, it's not possible. All residential houses are overcrowded with healthy refugees across the river.
Why is she talking to me like I haven't talked to her before?
I don't know. It's... yeah, your orders are command.
Good. As for you, stay here and stay alert. Oh my god.
It's it just when you have stuff to do in the town, you can come tell them to.
Stay vigilant.
As for me, Doctor, I would say it's simple. Men must not be remodeled or altered even if they request it themselves. Pitted, yes, but not altered. What's wrong with men anyway? We have so little time on this earth that it's barely possible to scratch the surface of what we are, let alone explore humanity fully. Man is infinite.
But what does it have to do with the epidemic?
I don't know. I only feel that this is the root of the problem. It wasn't we who designed the world like this. I believe in men, Doctor. In superhumans, I do not. This earthly life wouldn't fit them. Immortals have no place in the world of the living. This is just how it works. Take from it what you will.
That's some fervor.
I think it's all because of the polyhedron. That gravity-defying tower that children play in.
An impressive attempt to defy the law of gravity.
History already knows an example of people trying to erect a tower. It ended in tragedy.
It's not history, it's myth.
Do you believe in God, Bachelor?
What an unexpected twist of conversation. Do you believe the epidemic to be a punishment from God?
There's only one thing I'm certain of. It's if this was an ordinary common as Blackberry's town, there would be no outbreak. Or would it have been something equally common and ordinary, like cholera or pox?
You may as well be right. Scientifically, this is called the butterfly effect.
Is it scientific though? Bachelor?
Let's eat some food.
Yep. Fucking gorge.
Excuse me. Let's eat some food again. Well, why is the screen moving like that?
Oh, I don't know what happens. Oh, sorry. I think I should apologize for how you. We thought that draconian security measures were put definitely. But I've been told that the restrictions were cancelled this morning. Does that imply unblocking the bridges too? Unnerving.
You've been told by whom?
That's the rumor. The order came through this morning. Who could issue it? Obviously, it was either you or Judge Kane, with your consent. Or maybe your assistants at the headquarters over at the Crucible. You must have had a hand in this. Are the rumors false then?
They must be. I ordered no such thing. Couldn't happen without my consent. Without my consent either. Whoa!
It got blurry for a moment there. Super fast Niger coming at you at high speed. The judge has lost his mind, Bachelor. He denies the obvious, claims the epidemic is still here.
Perhaps he's not as mad as you think.
He went to warn you that he's relieving the quarantine, cancelling your orders. He disbanded the soldiers, unlocked the cathedral, sent the orderlies away to the side of the river. Master is a very kind man.
What did you say? I want to hear it once again. Has your master truly gone mad?
I know very little. The judge's is a brilliant mind. Master used to be extremely shrewd and conscientious. Help him, Doctor. Perhaps pills or leeches are in order. A bloodlet.
Quite so. I would much enjoy to offer the judge a good bloodletting. Damn cat fur. Ugh.
What you doing, cattle?
Yeah. Too much of her fluff around the house. Save!
A life led with purpose never ends in death. Death only comes to those who live pointlessly.
I dropped by your place at dawn, Bachelor. Wanted to warn you of my plans. Your young assistant asked me not to disturb you. I judged that it was better to let you have some rest. The catastrophe has already struck, and you needed all the strength you could muster to face the trials of today.
What have you done, Georgie? I erected every possible defense so diligently, and it's all ruined now. Everything I worked to achieve.
Quite so. for I am the judge, and as is commonly agreed upon, I boast a certain level of intelligence. It's plain to me that you are on the verge of shredding me into pieces, but still you're rough. As a great Athenian once said, strike if you will, but here.
Themistocles, I know. He met a rather gruesome end, by the way. Died of the plague.
No, it was Pericles. You are a learned man, but history is not your strong suit. Which is why you should listen to me. Perhaps it will help you see something that you missed in your previous studies.
Alright, speak.
A plague is just a type of death to you. But to me, it's essentially an exam, and one must not run away from exams forever. Sooner or later, one must take them.
Exam? Explain yourself. This is a rather unexpected interpretation of a catastrophe that took away half the population in your town.
I have built this town, Bachelor. It's very unusual, you have to admit. This imponderable tower is its crowning achievement, and it was I who envisioned it like this. Surely you do not allow the thought that I do not care for it. This is my life's work. There is nothing in the world more dear to me.
And yet you lifted the quarantine, exposing your creation. What would you put? Would you put your own child on the train tracks too? Just to tech? Yeah, just to fucking Tidu, your fucking mispronunciation is affecting my brain.
Yeah, blame me, sure.
Just to check, because it's not entirely impossible it wouldn't survive?
Towns are like people. Some are common and plain, content with their plainness. Others try to prevail over the grow, reach for the sky.
Are you playing God?
No, an
Obstetrician.
Obstetrician, yeah.
Or hangman.
Don't jump to conclusions. This isn't a punishment, this is an exam. Can't you tell the difference? An exam can be passed, and then one can move forward.
And yet your town has obviously failed it.
Let us not jump to conclusions.
Don't you care for the casualties? According to my statistics, some 15,000 people have died. Your compatriots, your followers.
My heart aches for them. This is dreadfully cruel, but perhaps the thing we are trying to build can only be erected with help of past it, the exam of death, who has learned not to fight it like you do, not to deny it, but rather...
Bargain with it?
No, embed it into themselves, use it. Humanity has learned to use the law of gravity, hasn't it? There is your proof, just look out the window. There was a time when humans could not brave the sky, but the time has passed.
You make a reasonable point, and it just gave me an idea. Never mind, though.
You seem to have forgotten something very dear to you.
Also, on the table, I find it's quite funny. Read it.
Claims that death is not the end, but rather a test waiting to be passed by every person. Judge is seemingly the only person who doesn't believe that the outbreak can be curbed. Judge is actively sabotaging my... Okay.
Yeah. On his table, you can see the same roots as you pour the blood on to get the herbs.
Interesting.
So it's implied he has some knowledge of what the fuck is happening in here. On that level, at least. Also, he's just a sculptor. Takes some rocks and eats them.
Bachelor vision, go!
Yay! Yeah, there's the camp of the king on the other side of the cathedral. As well, and then there's that closed house. And the other closed house, I think. That's about it.
Oh, fucking hell. I almost ate a big thing of cat fur. That would have sucked.
And on our way back, check again. I forgot about that. Yeah, there's the smoke. We have to go around it.
Doobly-doo.
Do 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 do.
Nope. Bye-bye.
Goodbye, step people.
Oh, it just leads me back into here. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
It's the stone yard is basically an island. Just an inland island because it's separated by rivers now. Anything else? Not by the sea or ocean. You are the doctor. We've been expecting you.
is the dancing in my honor too? I see that someone's dancing over there behind your back.
No, first you will listen. My husband doesn't want you to treat him. He refuses to leave. We need him to live until the evening. You will help.
Until the evening, and then let him die, right?
Yes.
Alright, let's get to it. Where is he?
Go to the yurt. You are the doctor. You will help.
It's nice to have everything decided for you. Odong is on the brink of death, but he can't be operated on now with supplies.
Without supplies.
Without supplies, okay.
You'll get the list basically when you check him. Look, brethren, a snakeman comes. Let us call him Moga.
I'm quite content with my given name, thank you.
We are not allowed to talk today. There's a celebration.
Well, congratulations, I guess.
No place for you here. A wedding, not for you to watch.
I'm not here to have fun.
And there he is lying in that tent. The other one to your right. Yep. There he is.
Whoa! His eyes are fucking freaky.
Yep. The creature is breathing heavily. A deep and dirty wound is gaping across its belly. No one has bothered to dress it. To operate on him, one would require clean bandages and painkillers, and you'll have to move fast.
Hey, guess what? I have those.
Yep. Not you.
Who did this to you? The wound looks suspiciously self-inflicted.
Not know the lines, not know how to cut open. Go away, outsider.
The one who did this for you definitely knew, though. An impressive wound. Was one of your lot?
Family business. Leave.
Like hell I will. You dragged me here, so I'll see this through to the end.
Leave, let die. If I die, then no wedding. Few of us left.
Wedding? Not yours, obviously, so why would you worry?
No, not mine.
All done. No drinking until the evening. No touching the stitches. No gratitude expected either. Alright, well. Uh-oh.
Yes? The pregnant silence. Everything will be good now. We are grateful to you.
How can anyone deal with your people and preserve their sanity? What happened?
She was an Arab bride. Brides joined the Arab in wedlock, so then the others may live. It means no one else will die today. You are the doctor. We did this for you.
So this is what kind of wedding you were celebrating. Why, oh why didn't I listen to the poor wounded guy?
If there had been mourning, the celebration would have... If the celebration had been cancelled, the earth would be fed. When the earth isn't fed, it feeds itself, and that would be far worse. No one would be saved.
Okay. Are you talking about the plague? What does it have to do with the earth?
We fear neither pain nor death. One is immortal, while the... You wouldn't understand.
If only it was so simple, but I doubt that millions of dying people would agree with you.
That was the guy. The wedding went well. This is for you, now declining.
Is that her heart? The girl's? The one who danced?
Now declining. She chose herself. She was betrothed to the earth. The wedding went well.
You know what? I'm beginning to think that the plague broke out here for a reason. I shouldn't have bothered fighting it.
There we go.
Okay, well, I've got a heart now.
Yep.
Great. Alright, time to go talk to Aspity, I guess.
Yeah, Aspity.
Yeah, isn't she the one who's giving me shit about not having a heart or whatever?
No, it was a tragedy in front of the cathedral. Right here.
Okay.
The ones playing dice. I've gambled my soul away.
So who has it now?
They left their stupid theater behind across the river and now idle away at the square in front of the bloody cathedral. I wonder how they got here in the first place. But they won't accept your bet, to each their own, as the saying goes.
True, to each their own.
Whatever that was supposed to mean, lady.
Oh boy. I have a heart now. Perhaps the tragedy...
You're no longer a heartless bastard. How nice.
I guess so.
Is that gay? Yeah. Excellency, it's so heartwarming to see you in good health.
Here, I've taken a heart. Taken a heart, I mean. Undoubtedly, an open one.
Oh, Excellency, what a sordid sight. Sorry for underestimating you. You definitely do have, how shall I put it, a creative touch, but it's pure madness. You can't take things so literally.
You wanted me to come back to you with an open heart. Well, here I am.
Come now, Excellency, come now. Do you think this is some sort of game? Even if it is most certainly not played by your rules. A game is a cage, and if you fail to break out of it, you lose. We know what we're talking about.
I am really... I am... Oh...
Yes? Really what?
This is just a little too...
In your face?
Yeah. This
It
is a bit much. This cage is called life. I'm in no hurry to break out of it.
Never agree to play a game if you don't understand its rules. The stakes are too high. If you already have, challenge and change those rules. Bachelor Dankowski, challenge and change.
Thank you. I'll think it over.
You're being stared at.
So we got some nice shoes.
I'm being stared at by who?
The camera, I don't know.
Okay, shoes. Where?
Yeah, they're on high platforms, which is why the big cats are so tall. Now you're in full cost. It doesn't change much from the dialogue, from what I know, but it's still nice.
Alright. Tidu, what do I do now?
Check those houses, I think. You also need to...
Oh, I misinterpreted them!
Yeah. As far as I know, there's no way to do that aside from just giving them the heart, so it's still as planned, I suppose. But yeah, go visit the two locked houses. Try to get them.
Better
I think the guarded house I think has a soldier, and if you talk to him well, he can give you lockpicks for free, which you can use on the other house if you don't trade with the kids.
Gotcha.
And Max asked you to go back to the canes and check the trio of the committee out.
Oh, dear. Dead.
Yep.
Dead.
As the soldier said, something happened here and you weren't here, so they got executed. There it is. Finally you're here, Doctor. I just shoot a bunch of children away. They tried to sneak in. I seized lockpicks from them too. Didn't find the heart to shoot, sir. Forgive me. They're just children after all.
Are you all insane? Bloody hell, I never ordered to shoot kids!
Well, sir, kids often ferry about empty flats, and the owners of the house were evicted. Here, sir, the 2 lockpicks I confiscated. But they still got more. They'll never back off. I know what I'm talking about, sir. I was just like that myself.
Why were the residents of the house evicted?
For some reason, people from the Crucible came by to told them to vacate the premises. I don't know, sir. This duty this morning. Am I dismissed, sir?
No, you're not.
Well, there's no lockpicks, I suppose.
Wait. I don't get the lockpicks? Fucking hell,
Yeah.
come on!
Should have told him to land them over. That's about it.
What do I do now?
I don't know. Go to the kids. Talk to the kids. I suppose you can trade in the lockpicks from them. I think Sleepy had them as well. Or check the corpses, maybe. I don't know.
Alright, I'm gonna
Also,
go talk
yeah.
to the trio.
Yeah. And is my accent really that bad? I'm getting kind of self-conscious about it.
Oh my god! Oh, fucking come on! Tidu, I'm just saying that Booth is a little more easy to understand.
No. That's about what Max said right now.
No. I think he's making a Vinny sort of reference.
I know. Still, this is getting troubling. Oh,
No, you should play best game Pathologic 2! All story, no shoot!
very nice. Also,
Why
how the
you
hell-
not play most deep game?
Detroit become human. Oh yeah, talk with one of them. Any of them? Okay, no. So that was wrong. Or yeah.
Okay.
So Max expected something that hasn't happened yet. Doesn't
Okay.
matter then. Well,
Alright, well let's go shoot those kids.
yay!
Yay, dead kids!
Yeah, there's the house.
Eh. There we go.
And I'm walking in the rain. Hey, Camaro. I'm Polish. I don't know if my accent is Polish. It seems to be all over the place. Please allow me to shake your hand.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
I was mistaken about you. You are the only brave person in this town.
Are you trying to borrow money from me or something?
A man-eater should never pretend to be a mouse. He should wield his blood-stained cleaver proudly. Issuing the order regarding the suspects in the cathedral was a straightforward and candid action. Hopefully witness the display in person.
What display?
By the cathedral, you ought to have a look.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Stop trying to wriggle your way out. There's nothing more nauseating than a person attempting to cast away their vocation. A natural-born hangman makes for a lousy rope weaver. Just work with the material fate gives you.
Go to hell.
Clever and cleaver. I fucking hate English. Like, I despise it.
You know, when I was in, what was it, 9th grade, there was a kid who mispronounced cleaver as clever, or clever
Yeah.
as cleaver, and I started dying of laughter.
I can imagine that. Cleavage, yeah, also.
I'm walking in the rain, just walking in the rain. I don't remember the lyrics, only the tune.
I ain't getting involved in anything connected to music.
Have you actually seen Singing in the Rain?
No, I have not. There they
It's
are.
quite amazing.
Yeah, talk with him. Just don't you worry, okay? It will all be so over soon.
Why is it so hot here?
Yeah, so that's it. Oh yeah, you can trade with Sticky. Doesn't he have what? Jeez. Oh, I
Nope.
don't know.
So what the fuck do I do?
Check the house, I suppose. I mean, when the timer runs out, the conclusion is set anyway, but... Can you enter that house, actually? The
Which
one that is
house?
marked on the map? The one that is marked on the map right now. I think this is the one. Yeah. See if you can enter it. Oh, there's Shrew. Well, I guess... Can talk with her as well. Oh, we can enter.
Piranha. Piranha.
Piranha. That works.
Chameleon. No, you can kind of pronounce chameleon as... Yeah, chameleon. Or are you saying chameleon?
I think Che.
Okay, yeah. English is stupid.
Che melon. Money.
Chimera. Oinon.
Chimera.
Chimera.
It's about the original translation of Pathologic from the 5, which is notoriously bad.
Wait, what the fuck?
Yep.
Alright,
Which
I
is
need to
why-
get lockpicks.
Yep, exactly.
So where the fuck am I gonna find some? I guess I gotta trade to her, don't I?
Yeah, probably.
Oh well.
Just don't... See what you have for trade, maybe it's not nuts.
Yep.
Because I don't...
Hey Shrew, where'd you go?
There she is. So, here's how it's gonna be with you, huh? Well, in that case, you're a friend of mine.
What did I do to lose your favor?
So when Sticky asks you for nuts, you're all too happy to run his errand and oblige, huh? And I'm in class. Do you even know why he doesn't want me to help you?
Oh, I didn't realize you wanted to help. In that case, please be so fucking kind as to fetch a bucket of hot water from my place. Chop chop!
You dummy doctor. I can't even look at you. So miserable. Lying in your bed, feverish and unconscious. You honestly still believe you're walking town. Hot water, you say? Why would you need it hot when one can roast eggs on your forehead anyway?
What in the world are you talking about?
This is pointless. Look, everyone, here's what a person whose mind was erased by... You are delirious, doctor. Raving. Do you understand? You're sick. Got infected with the sun plague, and so you're hallucinating. It's midnight now, and we're at your place looking after you.
I don't... well, I'd say it's you who seem raving, girl, and it's a very suspicious symptom. You have to come with me.
Yeah, right. Go with you. Where to? The afterlife, no thanks. You'll have to march on your own, and since you have failed to bring me a nut, there won't be a single thread of you staying here. Serves you right, too. You're no friend of mine now.
Well, in that case, you're no friend of mine either.
There are logical discrepancies in the world.
So,
This is not a fight against the plague. The plague is only a facade. Who is my true foe? According to Shrew, I'm delirious, hallucinating yesterday's events, not for the first time. The kind girl wants my misery to end. So what the fuck do I do?
I can still talk to her, I think, from what I've seen. Try it.
Oh my god.
It's not like I don't feel sorry for you. Perhaps I'll even deign to help after all. But I'll never ever ask you for help again. No, sir.
Into purple slap fights with teenagers.
Yep.
He's so bitchy. What's important is whether I help you, not the other way around.
Yep.
Okay,
Right.
it's dangerous outside. You should go home.
Will you
Chop,
look at
chop.
this guy, boys? Alright then, we'll go. And you won't have a...
I don't know what to do here.
I'll just tell them you'll leave. Maybe we can get this... I don't honestly know. Because I know you can get lockpicks from the guard and from them. But otherwise, I honestly don't know.
Max!
Max, save our souls.
Save this run through, please.
And in the meantime, Boof says that foreigner.
Try explaining to your Australian girlfriend the difference between you
And you.
and
Je
you
Je.
and
Je.
what?
They're spelled the same, but they're written differently. But they're different the different writing, but you pronounce them the same. They're the same sounds.
Describing Bachelor's conversations with Aspedy was one of my favorite things about writing up Patho Classic. They just endlessly bitch at each other. Well, you've probably seen everything here except for a Panacea thing in Aspedy. If you're completely 100% out of things to do, you may want to go exploring south to the encampment.
We've been to the camp. We did Aspedy as well. So
yeah, I'm lost. I don't know what to do. I'm confused and scared.
Oh, so south of the camp. Okay, we can do that. Sure, why not?
Fine, we're out of options.
Yeah,
I kind of fucked that up.
Yeah. Well, it happens. I think the plot moves forward no matter what at 6 p.m. But finding the infected behind that door, because that is just like hard progress. It just instantly moves you towards the end. So.
Well, that's the thing. I want to actually get the right ending.
But well, we'll get there. So, what? We go back to work with that stinking plague defeated and all? Means I have to return to the factory, is that it?
Isn't your factory across the river in the very center of the outbreak?
You're right. So how do I get back to work then?
Here's how. Go to the nearest soldier and explain you're a volunteer willing to fix barricades. Got it? Then off you are.
Well, calamity's over, ain't it? Hence my question and all.
If only it were so simple.
Yep. If only. Yeah, there's the... Yeah, there should be a path around here. For sure. Another thing I really liked about the alpha that is not in here is that in the alpha the map is hand-drawn and it's done by the bachelors. Handwritten notes about different places, and the rest of the map is completely blacked out. Like, yeah, no point going there anymore. Completely transcribed over with a pen. Mostly because that part of the map wasn't made yet, but you know, mistakes into miracles. I remember no clipping for the boundaries to see the rest of the map, and it just wasn't there. It was a void. Yeah, to your right. And south. Fuck you and fuck your culture. I will play the void, fuck you, goddammit. One day. It is on the list. The list, even.
Whoa.
Oh shit, yeah.
Fuck am I even gonna find here?
Graves.
Why did I come here again?
Turn on GPS vision, maybe we can interact with some of them. I don't know. Because honestly...
Oh, hello!
Yeah, see. Everything can change. Would you want it?
Of course who are you?
I am a shepherd.
So you're shepherding me, huh?
Everything can change. Would you want it?
Of course I would. Who wouldn't?
Yeah.
The day is over.
Oh yeah, so we can also use him to move time forward, I suppose.
Time to do the rounds.
What?
Check them up.
Uh-oh.
Yep. But yeah, that was it. I think that the shepherd was the only thing
So what the fuck what happens now? Am I gonna go there and like everybody's gonna be dead or something?
We'll see.
Dude.
Still, that's nice because I never had that interaction. I
Experience
was
something new
content.
then.
Yeah, I was content with like getting all the notes on. Yeah, that's done. That's everything. It forms a nice hex around the. I can still talk with him. Enemy spoiled everything.
I'm touched. A person's gratitude is the most rewarding thing a doctor can hear. Well, I kind of just spat in his face, didn't I?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, well, let's go see what's going on in town.
Like all three protagonists in this game are some angry people, especially after dealing with this shit for 2 weeks.
Wouldn't it be fascinating if I somehow managed to find a way to die to the survival mechanics in this game, in the fucking DLC?
It would be. I think you can like jump off a higher position and die like that. That's about it.
I mean, I almost did walk off the balcony in the clock tower, so there's that.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
that wasn't there before.
Yeah. Here the place.
Oh no! What's this?
I believe it's wood. Not like anyone can tell now.
What are you burning?
I mean, it's best not to look, I guess. Wood logs per your orders.
My orders?
Yes, fires per your orders. You ordered for the fires to burn, didn't you? Here we go.
This is it. No more fires from this point on.
Yeah, some people in there as well. What will become of us?
Nothing good. Prepare for death.
Yeah, that's harsh.
God. Ah, hell.
Yep. Some bones in there too.
Well,
And now the trio has changed. You can check on them. I mean the.
Oh,
yeah, you
okay.
can-
Yep. Okay. All right. So they're dead.
The
Committee.
one guys at the table. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
I would kindly suggest that any unauthorized. Please, sorry, but our workload is tremendous.
Who are you?
We are here to replace the deceased, keep tabs on the deceased, find accommodation for the deceased, take complaints from the deceased. If you'd like to file a complaint, please wait in line for your turn.
I think I'm going insane.
Every order and instruction of yours has been carried out with precision. We accept no complaints in regards to ourselves or our predecessors, not from. If you feel dissatisfied with anything, you have no one to blame but yourself.
Indeed.
Yeah, the only one of them.
All right.
Give
Well,
like a grand total.
what the fuck do I do now?
I go to the inspected district. Follow the path. The fires are burning anyway.
Do what now?
Go to the new infected district.
Oh, yeah.
Where it all began, basically. Also to talk to people on the way. Yeah. Kinda sir, fairy godfather. Can I call you godfather now?
Please don't. My relations with the local people are purely professional.
But it makes sense. You took us in, sheltered us, ordered to bring in the sick to your own house, to close the eyes of the dying with your, to give them final solace with your own prayer.
It's not my house. It's a temporary residence. As for the sick, I was driven by rational consideration. Simpler this way.
Thank you. They say that you don't have a heart, but
I always knew that you do. If
Yeah.
only you knew, old man.
da.
Bah.
It's right there in my pocket. Wanna buy?
This can't be good.
Yeah, it sure isn't.
Fan-fucking-tastic.
Yeah. back in here.
Oh, great!
Still in here. Yeah. Oh, there's Aspity looking out the window.
Oh.
The
There she is.
foreman has hooves for feet. Or so I've been told.
You're too early. Not everyone's here yet.
What are you doing here?
Tidying up, preparing the house for your return.
Well, I've returned. Here I am, so you're free to go.
The main guest is yet to come. Don't shoo me away, bachelor. I'll help you entertain it.
This place isn't mine. I'm just staying here temporarily. You can do whatever you want.
Cat.
How soon?
Also, remember that room where you started in? What it had in before?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, now it's a crucible, which is a bit of a reverse, but sure.
Let's go take a look. Inside a book. Oh, I
Nope.
can't go in the room. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, there was Sticky, buddy, bet. Sitting on a chair. Maybe you can talk with him. Nope.
Nope.
Well, here he is.
They can't touch our tower. I don't care if the grass doesn't grow. So long as the
I think you gotta talk with some people outside here, yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Some weed. That was the carrier. Sure was.
What makes you think so?
Them savages are the root of all evil. Pest with them, plain as day it is. Imbeciles, yeah. Good riddance to the plague bearer. He did it. He brought the pest. There's no one else that should burn their step den down too. Gather the good people at night, light up some torches and burn it to hell and back.
Yeah, I'm noticing it, Max. It's kind of painfully obvious.
Yeah, they're not the most healthy
What?
people either. For real, shouldn't have let them in here in the first place. That was your doing. We know everything. You deserve.
Well, all men are mortal.
Yeah. They're very much infected themselves, so the hypocrisy is quite fun. Go around, talk to people. There should be like a procession going, but
Talk to who?
yeah, that's the issue, ain't it? Oh, there's some. Oh, hey, infected people. You can't talk with them. But yeah. Go away, go away.
Oh my god, that was the moaning I heard in the opening of the game.
Yep. The crucible is off limits. The ark is full. Those who have been taken on board by the judge will probably be saved. As for me, Amat's death for dying in the... Oh well, ain't worse than dying anywhere.
Only those who don't bury themselves ahead of time will survive. There are other places to seek shelter, the cathedral, for example.
Like anyone can find salvation in that place.
Ellipses.
Yep. When a person lives in one place for a long time, they imbue it with... Even after they die, the particles remain, filling the place. It's good to lock down the houses of the deceased and...
Forbid anybody from moving in there.
Yeah.
Who told you that? I'm very much in favor of resettlement.
The tenant of the Stillwater died some time ago and was never infected. Herman touched. Thank you. When I walked by it, I sometimes hear a voice. That means that
Everything is alright. Never been better.
Yeah.
I think it's got to be because of the fact that I'm streaming a video to you.
Maybe. Like the connection gets throttled? Maybe.
Or stutters or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a diseased person again.
Yep. Oh? Did something happen? Oh, no. I can see you on stream, but on Discord. I had a pause. So I was surprised.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
you can.
Wait a minute, I have something on the map now? What the hell?
The building is off limits, Doctor. I was ordered to not to let anyone in.
I'm the one giving orders around here.
The order follows your own instructions, sir. That's why Captain Longin said Doctor's order. Exception. Full isolation. Some hothead sneaked in through the back door this morning and won't ever return. Whatever he may have stolen, he took to the grave.
There's a back door, eh?
I'm in the captain's bad books already, Doctor. One more slip up and in. Waste the time on court-martial. The orders are strict and precise. If you want to try climbing up the window, go ahead. I look the other way, but don't ask me to break the chain of command directly. I won't.
Currying favors, huh? Whatever. Alright. Going around the back.
Da 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 da.
Because I'm gonna do some breaking in.
Inspecting the side, Doctor. There's no one here. One civilian got in. Stayed. He shouted and shouted and shouted, and then he didn't.
What's in there?
Must be something scary inside. Perhaps the tenants found it. Dunno. Hence me asking, are you here to inspect the place?
Keep watching. Indeed, I'm afraid I found the thing I was looking for. Alright, well, here we go.
Yep.
Time to get some answers!
You need to look it in the eye, face to face.
What?
To dance with death, you need to face it. Death is a beast of prey. Never turn your back on it.
I know that perfectly well.
Listen, if you can hear it, that means it's close. That means you must muster up the courage and look it in the eye. Then it will freeze for a while, and you'll get a chance to move forward.
You must... Bravo. Turns out defeating death is really simple, and here I was wasting years on this challenge.
You won't defeat it, but you can move forward. That is how the world works.
Metaphors. You know, I've never been a huge fan of literature.
You don't understand. I was speaking literally. No metaphors. Face death. Don't turn your back on it. Find yourself. Waste no time.
Alright, I'll take a look around.
Yep.
Okay.
You've still got Count Womp and you're hungry as hell, so you might as well.
They're alive. What?
Well, not really.
The fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck is going on?
Oh, the timer just ran out.
What the fuck just happened? Oh my god.
Night has come.
I'll open the inventory. Yeah, so at 9 p.m. the DLC ends. It moves you to the final part basically.
It's time for me to return home. My presence is expected.
Yeah. So that's what I expected the last time, which is why I told you to go to that district.
What is with this fucking music?
It's the boss. I'm going bonk. Munch. Yeah, and Jack said, normal house noises. Do not
Yeah,
be
very
afraid.
normal. Oh, wait, what's wrong with me? I need to... Okay.
I think it's starting already. Shall we go?
Where?
Funeral bells. Time to go.
So someone has died. Someone important, I'm gathering.
A doctor from the capital. He was a brilliant man.
I'm the doctor from the capital, and as you can plainly see, I'm quite alive.
He passed away in his own bed, so now we're going to his place to pay our final respects.
Well, that means we part ways here. Great, great. More confusion and... What in the fuck?
That's the plague. Get used to it. You're on day 3 in the game.
Okay. This is really fucking weird.
Yep. Lots of graves too. Out of the blue. It's the same dialogue.
Okay. Yeah, alright, so I just need to head there. Oh. Alright.
Did you come to pay respects?
Pay respects to whom?
You aren't a local, are you?
No, I'm not.
Daniel Dankowski, a doctor from the capital, passed away in this house an hour ago. Come in to pay respects. Please, rituals are very important for the local crowd.
Your clock is running fast. Let me in. Oh, no.
No, it's just bricks.
Okay, I was confused for a minute why it was like that.
Nope, no corpse.
My knee pits itch. Is that bad?
So scary, but just keep yourself together, alright, Doc? The fight is not over, is it? Is it?
I think it is.
You can stay here for as long as you like. The world is your oyster. You can even live forever if you want. As for the banging and the other horrors, just forget them.
How can anyone forget all of this?
Just keep it out of your head. Allow yourself to zone out. Morning will come once again. I will wake you up, sort of. Will help you too, like I always do. Everything will be fine like it was before, yeah?
Sounds tempting. Can't argue with that.
You have almost come to. See? We've been here all along.
What is this banging noise?
What noise? Are you okay?
Blood shouldn't be here.
Look, y'all, he's waking up. What if he attacks us? I would say we make a run for it.
I don't think you man. You're running nowhere. I'll make sure that... No. Second one. I don't think you'd manage even if you tried, lad. I think we've all been boarded in. Alright, well...
Well, have I mentioned I love the fact that the windows are translucent in this game?
Alright.
Yeah. Hey there. So, Bachelor Jankowski, the founder of Tanatica, a lab where you've fruitlessly trying to solve the problem of human mortality for too many years. The tragic Sand Plague Fighter. Are you ready to die?
Go on. I like how you're listing my achievements. More, please?
Enough. You've had enough time to put yourself and your actions in perspective. Your thoughts keep coming back to your very last day time and again, as if you were trying to fix something. But in reality, you're lying here, clinging to the naive hope that this terrible house is a product of your imagination, a prophetic nightmare.
Are you trying to tell me that when the boy woke me up...
You once again refused to die and plunged into a new loop of your deathbed derangement. Everything but this house is a product of your imagination. But now you're finally coming to. There's only one step left to leave the illusion behind and embrace reality. Yeah. I'm afraid I'll have to be insistent, so I repeat, are you ready to die?
Give me a moment, I need to collect my thoughts.
Do that. Thinking is never inappropriate.
The judge believes the epidemic is a sort of exam, testing one's ability to become superhuman.
Not superhuman, just human, if I may kindly correct you. If only you understood the immeasurable vastness of humanity.
You would never want to become something else.
Are you ready to die, Bachelor Jankowski?
I'm not Bachelor Dankovsky. You may take him. He was starting to wear on my nerves anyways.
You chose freedom. Congratulations. Give me your hand. Now the interesting part begins. It turned out to be true. The transition is real, and the timeline continues. So does the entity I call myself. More emotion, less words. They are all obsolete. It's all different now. So hey, yeah, you chose death. That works.
I am so confused.
Oh, this is basically a microcosm of the game's philosophy, I suppose. There are 4 endings, and I can explain them to you if you want, basically.
Sure, let's go for it.
Yeah, so, no matter what, you cannot defeat the district. It is done for. No matter what you do, you are too late, because it is basically just the Bachelor raving to himself on his deathbed, because he is in fact infected.
Oh, I can launch the last save and try others. Okay.
Yeah, you can, sure. That was not far away.
Oh, whoops.
The one ending you will not get, sure, is you can tell Death, yeah, I'm done. Kill me right now before we even start. And the ending goes, yeah, most deaths are meaningful. This one, you fucked up. This has no meaning.
Oh, damn it.
Loud game, not the marble nest.
Sorry.
And yeah, the other 2 endings are, yeah.
Wait a minute.
Load that. No, this is a new profile, because you started from scratch.
Main menu, yes.
And load game.
Load game. There we go.
Yeah.
Load profile. Wait.
2110, yeah. And the other 2 endings are, saying that no, you want to another loop, and I'll tell you when we get to it. I'm with me to the special one right now. First one, I like how you see my achievements. Whatever here. Oh, yes, the kids grew very fond of you. They keep vigil over your body, even for the privilege of fetching. The girl is the only one smart enough to realize that it's time for your torture ended. But adults always underestimate children, think they are more intelligent, and you are no exception.
Keep vigil over my body. What do you mean?
You once again refuse to die. Yep, new plot.
Okay, yeah.
Give me a moment.
Give me a moment. I need to collect my thoughts.
And number 3.
In the morning, you told me that you're not unlike a law of nature, a rule, so to speak, of this world. Could you please remind me, though, which rules exactly we're playing by?
What on earth?
I deny you the right. Are you ready to die, beakhead? Okay, I like this one the most.
Yeah, sure. Touche! Bravo, bachelor. Or are you? It's hard to tell who exactly talks to me from the other side of the glass. What a cumbersome mask. Anyway, what do you plan to do now?
Does it matter which I pick?
Not really, it's a personal question, basically. Sure.
Just live on. Rest in peace. Oh.
Yeah.
The laws we think immutable are false. The laws of nature that dictate mortality. The law of games we play. Well done. One doesn't have to follow them indefinitely. Rules are made to be changed.
Yeah, so basically by telling, hey, you know what? Maybe the rules are fucked. Maybe I don't actually have to acknowledge you as death. You do that, and you can only get that if you give the heart to the tragedians.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, so going full meta on this one, basically.
Alright, well, let's load one more time, man.
Yeah, the last one is, of course, saying that, no, another loop. Let's go.
Let's fucking go!
I can fix it next time, I swear.
One more time! 4 more years. Oh, wait, no. Oh, sorry.
No, please. We already got that nightmare scenario in Poland.
Alright,
Go on. Whichever.
No, I refuse to die. This is all a trick.
Yeah. So refuse to die. Are you sure you thought this through?
Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm very fond of thinking. You can say it's a hobby of mine. Never miss an opportunity to think some more when the chance presents itself.
What an asshole. Do that. Thinking is never inappropriate. Yeah, anything but the here.
Anything but what?
But the last one. You don't pick the last one because it gives you the changed rules. Sabo Tony is so cute, so used to nurturing little children and cups. She begged me to take it easy on you. Said you're like a baby who lacks the right words. Can you feel it at least? Do you know in what direction you want to live? Yeah.
I want to finish what I started. Your casuistry will trick me. I'll keep fighting death, and we'll see through it. See it through.
So you want to repeat this circle all once again? Well, the choice was yours to make.
Yes, I'll stay here until the end.
Now close your eyes. When you open them, a boy called Sticky will wake you up, and the stone yard will once again... Perhaps this time you'll manage to prepare yourself for the inevitable. See you soon.
A new day begins. This is also a way of conquering death. To return once again to the time petrified, and again and again. It's a cycle, a pause. Things will change, and the day starts anew.
So yeah, there's basically three different
approaches. So that's why the cathedral is frozen.
Yep.
It's a metaphor!
For your fucked state of mind. Yeah, basically.
Well, in a death dream, so...
Yeah. Exactly. And yeah, this time it actually loops the game around as well.
Oh, shit!
Yeah. But it is all the same. Nothing
cool.
changes.
Alright, that's pretty cool. Alright, well... That was a nice little sidetrack to go on.
Yeah. It's pretty much the microcosm of the game, just without the survival of the dense philosophy in it. Of, hey, so there's this problem of death, the problem that we all face it, and how do you basically want to approach the definition of defeating death? What is it to you? And all three answers here are the answers from the game as well.
I mean, I've been getting that idea of theming from the core game, but the whole thing is that the actual main game has ideas and concepts that I still need to have answered, and plot threads that I am obviously chasing.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So,
that
was the Marble Nest for Pathologic 2. I'm definitely seeing that it didn't really ruin my experience. And I would actually say, if anything, it might have been to my benefit to have played it now, because seeing that thread of this is the Earth trying to heal itself or reclaim itself is an interesting piece of... It's a vital piece of information, I think, to have going forward.
Maybe, for sure.
I mean, I had started to surmise that being a possibility with how a lot of the step people are, you know, seemingly not having any problems, so to speak, early on. And the whole thing of, you know, the roots coming out of the fucking earth needing blood and then rewarding me with herbs.
That's fair. I am, of course, not gonna say anything, but yeah, no element of this story is superfluous, I think. So the fact that anything gets you thinking about something, you want pretty close to what the truth is, I think.
The idea essentially being, yes, you can overthink it, but don't overthink it to the point where you're not taking what's being told to you literally, and that I should probably assume if I'm being told something, even if it's metaphorical, it's still being literal.
That's a fair point, perspective to have, especially with a game like that. Yeah.
All right. Well, this was a nice, like I said, a nice little sidetrack. As we said, next Sunday will mark the first day in which I am finally getting some time off again, and we will be appropriately celebrating that in twofold. Starting next Saturday at the same time, roughly, we will be getting the LP of Vermintide 2. And then the following day, we will be doing a proper Pathologic 2 portion. We will be starting with Preamble between 8 to 9, and then from about 9 to 10:30 or 11 or so, we will go through the beginning of the game. Well, not beginning. The beginning of the Plague proper, and me sort of getting my footing, having Tidu sort of kind of coach me on where I need to be going next. And then around 10:30, 11, we'll take about, well, probably closer to 11 or 11:30, we'll take a 15, 20-minute intermission for everybody to kind of gather themselves and recoup, and then we'll come back to the game and do another hour or two, depending on certain factors and circumstances. So look forward to part 8 next weekend of the proper LP, and us actually probably making a decent dent in the game.
I think like 2 days are not out of the question. It's such a big chunk of time, which would be nice.
Sorry?
Just with that much time, I think like doing 2 or a day and a half days is not out of the question, which would be nice, because the game is not that long. It's just with the way we do it, there are a lot of pauses, times when the time's paused because we have to talk.
Yes, exactly.
The dialogue out, so that's what's stopping us mostly.
All right, well, as per usual, thanks to everybody who came around today, especially Max with his guiding hand, so to speak, and everyone else stopping by as they did. You can find myself on Twitter at @SpaceBetweenAll, and you can find Tidu at Cute Mute Prude. And we will see you guys next weekend, either Saturday or Sunday, whichever it is you're stopping by for.
Yep. See you guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.